Alright guys, it's time for the Lost Library, so uh, I lit that flare by mistake, my apologies, I hit the wrong button. For some of you guys, this is going to be a sad level. For others, well, this is going to be a very difficult level. It's certainly a difficult level to do on no meds because there's considerable force damage. Alright, so go ahead and run around here, and then we're going to enter the main hall of the Lost Library. Come into this hall, you might notice there's a big set of doors in front, and then there's 3 doors on each side. 3 to the left, and 3 to the right. And then, of course, there's more doors up above, but for right now, why don't we focus on the 6 that we have access to? Well, actually, not all of them will open, so you don't have access to 6. But the left door on the middle is initially the one you need to do first. But I'm going to do the right door in the middle first because it'll make things easier for us later, because there is a pool down this way, and if we go over this way now, we can spawn a flame ghost and extinguish it. So that way we won't have to deal with it later. So we're going to go ahead and come down here. Look, there's the flame ghost. He spawns. Looks like he nicked me a little bit. Alright, so now we can break open some of these vases. We get a small med pack here. And there's a few more things to break, like we've got another vase over here. And if you guys are wondering how you would get to this, you could open up that trapdoor. It's only openable from up above, but you can drop down through here. And I wanted to go ahead and terminate that flame ghost so we wouldn't have to deal with it later. Alright, so now let's come back up the stairs, and then we're going to go through the door that we're required to do first, which is basically right across the main hall. Alright, so when we get through here, there's going to be a rotating gear, and the gears are very difficult to get past without taking damage. Going down, you can do it damage-free. I don't think you can do it going up without taking damage, but let's go ahead and save. Alright, so what you'll want to do is wait for the gear to be on the other side, like right now, and then run forward, hold action plus up, and then she can land on the level below. So there's some goodies that she can pick up. They give you a pretty generous amount of med packs on this level. Alright, we're going to do the same thing. Whoops, we didn't need to do that. Isn't it a good thing I just saved? So what we want to do right now is wait for the gear to be on the other side, and then we're going to just run forward, hold action plus up, and then we're going to land on the level below. So we're going to break open this vase. We get a small med pack, and they are relatively generous with the med packs on this level, but, well, not for us because we can't use any. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Look at that, they give you a large med pack. And we get some shotgun shells. Alright, so come down here, and we can run over to the other side. Now make sure you avoid that gear. Believe me, that one can hurt you too. So there's going to be a weird sort of mechanical enemy on this side, and you might shoot at him for a long time and realize he's not taking damage. This guy only takes damage if you shoot him in the gym. So if you injure him, you will hear him make a noise. And how you do it is you need to get close to him and shoot directly at the gym. He's actually not that tough if you shoot him in the right spot, but unless you hit the gym, he takes no damage whatsoever. Alright, so come this way and there is a secret that you can pick up. So go ahead and drop down here. Here's our secret. So we get some more revolver rounds. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the revolver until City of the Dead. Oh, whoops, I almost left home without the revolver rounds. Wouldn't that be a shame? But the revolver is a kick-ass weapon. We got Uzi rounds to go with it. And yeah, you do not ever want to be without that revolver if you don't have to be. The revolver, it solves a lot of your problems. Alright, so come up, try to avoid getting hit by the gear. Believe me, the gears do not play nice. Alright, so come over here, there's a star that we need to go ahead and peel off with our crowbar. I believe we need 3 of them. Alright, so if you go this way, there's rooms with chains. We don't need to go there now, but we'll go there later. Like when we go into the water. So we're gonna go ahead and go up this way for now. Alright, now we're gonna go through here. And luckily there's no gear on this one. So that'll make our journey down a lot simpler. I believe that we are going to fight another gym dude, so... Let's come down here. Yep, and here he comes. Luckily, these guys are not very fast with their attacks, so... You can usually land a lot of damage without taking damage. Look at that. Brought him down. Alright, so now there's going to be another guy. Oh, look at that. Took care of him too. Alright, so one of the guys has a gem that we're able to keep, and we're going to insert it here. We don't have the gem yet, so we're going to have to get it. The next guy is going to be on a horse, and he's going to be the guy that gives us his gem. Well, he doesn't give it to us, but we take it from him by killing him, so... Now we're going to have to come down here. Have to crawl through this space, and we're going to fight him. We're going to fight the horseman in the next room. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and save our game. Alright, so this next guy is on a horse, and he is considerably tougher than the others. You have to hit him in the gym enough times, he will eventually fall off the horse, but unless you hit that gym, he's going to take no damage whatsoever, so yeah, you need to hit the gym. So you can try hitting him on the right side. Luckily, his axe is on the other side, but the thing is on the right, he's got a shield, so it is much harder to hit the gem. Sometimes you have to play Ring Around the Rosie with him a little bit. I mean, he is not an easy guy to bring down. There are strats at how to do it. I might not be the best one, but, Right, we're doing it, and we haven't lost any health yet. Well, let's switch to the Uzis. I bet maybe they could be better. Okay, that did quite a bit more damage. Look at that. Now we brought him down. Okay, so now we're going to have to fight this guy on land. Okay, looks like we're out of Uzi rounds. So this guy is a bit tougher than the other ones, but he's a lot easier once he's off the horse. Alright, so now we can take his priceless gem. Why don't we save so we don't have to fight the horsemen again, because it's not a fun fight to have to do repeatedly. Alright, so over here is a fountain, and actually there's another secret, so what we can essentially do is use our crossbow. We'll do the normal ammo, and then we can use our laser sight. Yeah, we can shoot that pulley, and then that gets the door open, and we can acquire the next secret. There we go, we get a large med, we get some shotgun shells, and we get some Uzi rounds. We ran out of Uzi rounds, so isn't it a good thing? It looks like that gave us 30, so that's not a whole lot, but it's better to have them than to not. So now we're going to go ahead and head back up, and that's going to be where we use our gem. Alright, so now come over here, you can pull this rope. That's going to open up a gate. So, basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go through the rooms with the chains and open up trap doors. Because now we've opened up a door that gets us to where we can acquire the other 2 stars. So, basically we're going to go back up this pole. We're going to go more or less to the room where we saw the first mechanical gem guy. So go ahead and backflip to this platform, and then we're going to head up the steps. Here, Lara can drop down. I guess she lost a hair of health on that fall. Nothing too bad. Alright, so now we need to go ahead and go this way. There's going to be some chains. Do not get hit by the chains. They do a lot of damage, so need to make sure we see exactly where the chain is aiming. Alright, so now we can go underwater. You actually could go from either path. But I believe this is the door that we got open, so we're going to swim over here. And we're going to go ahead and peel off these stars. Alright, so what we're now going to need to do is go ahead and swim back the way that we came. ahead and come out this way. So just be careful, don't get hit by the chains. Alright, so now we're going to go back down through. Or let me check to see how many stars I got. I got 3, so we should be good. Alright, let's go ahead and save real quick. Alright guys, so what we're going to go ahead and do right now is we're going to take this pole up. So... oh, whoops. Go ahead and wait for the gear to roll around. Luckily, we're still on a level where it can't hurt us, but wait for it to be on the other side. Then we can inch up, and it does minimal damage to us. From here, we should be able to jump up here, and then we can backflip up here without taking much damage. Okay, so for this one, we need to be on the other side. This is how you do it without losing much health. You want the gear to essentially be on its way to the far corner from you. Okay, whoops. That was a little bit of a mess up. Okay, look at that. So we've still got 2/3 of our health. That's pretty dang good for doing the gears. There might be somebody that's done this and has more health, but I think this is just about the best I've ever been able to come through with. Alright, so what we can do now is we can go into this room, and there's going to be another guy. There's actually going to be 2 of them, I think. They're going to have those gems. Let's break this vase. Yeah, you can come over here. I'm not so sure there's really any real reason to come in here. So yeah, we got 2 of them we have to fight, so that can be a handful. I mean... now luckily they seem to not follow you past that step. It's really odd to me. So see, as soon as you come over here, they retreat, but as you come over here, they're going to come back after you. Alright, we took down that guy. Look at that, we killed them both. Alright, so I don't think there's really anything we need to do over here. There's a couple of vases that we can break. You guys are wondering as to what is in here. Not real sure. Alright, I'm going to show you guys something real quick. If you guys want to come look down here, I believe you can use your binoculars and it'll basically tell you the solutions to the puzzle in the next area. So if we want to come a bit further this way... so Lara's going to look up. What you want to do right now is use your binoculars so you can light them up so you guys can see the orbits. So they want the blue one in the middle, They want the yellow one next to it. So they basically want blue, yellow, green, red, yellow. Blue, yellow, green, red, yellow. Blue, yellow, green, red, yellow. Okay. Oh, and we forgot to break this vase. Blue, yellow, green, red, yellow. Now, you don't necessarily have to look at that little diagram, because if you put the planets in the right places, there will be a moon that pops up above it telling you that you did the right one. It might take you a little bit longer if you didn't look at the diagram, but you can still very easily solve it. Alright, so um, come over there. Oh, break that vase first. But we get nothing in that one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and come over here to the room with the planets. So we're going to need to put our stars into place in order to unlock them. So we're going to first pop out this one. Then this one. Alright, so since this is the blue one, I believe we want to move this to the center. Oh wait, no, this isn't the blue one. We want this one. What was I thinking? It's more gray, not blue. We want this one right there, and then this is the blue one that we want right in the middle. We moved it to more or less the right spot. Alright, so I believe the one that goes the next string over is going to be the green one. There we go. So I believe the next one is going to be the red one. There's the red one. We need to move it into place. Alright, there we go. So it looks like our final planet, the yellow one, we're going to have to move to a really far location. We're basically going to have to move it all the way to the other side of the room. Look at that, we're almost there. Alright, so what that essentially does is it creates primal energy that goes from planet to planet, so that essentially opens up a door to get to the next area. Alright, so what we can now do is pick up the med pack, and then there's another vase over here that we can break. So, this set of doors, we couldn't open them from the other side, but it takes us back out to the main hall. But we don't need to go back to the main hall right now, we need to proceed more this way. Alright, so this is another puzzle that we have to solve, so what we need to do is light all of these. So if we pull this switch, we light this one, and if you guys see the lines, it will turn on or off, you know, each serpent that is lined up with it. So it would light this one and this one. Alright. So if we push this one, we're going to turn this one on, but we're going to turn that one off, and then we're going to turn this one on. So we essentially need to get them all on, and basically what I just do is I just go left. If you want to do it faster and not have to think, just keep rotating to the left, pull each one, and eventually they will all be lit. So we pull this one, we're going to turn it off. That's okay, we're just going to keep rotating to the left, and we're going to pull them all. Oh, also, there's a reset tile, so if you need to turn them all off for whatever reason, you step on that tile, and it basically puts you right back to square one. But we don't want to be back at square one, we want to keep doing this. And look at this, we lit them all, so now what that does is it puts these stairs into place. Now, we're on the PC version. If you guys are playing on the PlayStation version, you will spawn a flame ghost at this spot. But what you can do is come up these steps, and then there would be this fountain that you can duck in, and that would put out the flame ghost. Luckily, we don't have to deal with that in the PC version. Alright, so now what we can do is we can come into this next room, and then there's a ladder. We can go to the level up above. You might notice there's some bookshelves. There's a couple of vases that we can break open. It looks like we get a med pack in this one. Alright, so we came from that way. We can now go this way. There's another vase that we can break open. More Uzi rounds. Man, I've been wanting some Uzi rounds. Then I believe we can come back this way. Alright, so what we need to do essentially is we need to collect Pharaoh's Pillar. We don't have it yet. If you guys are wondering as to what is through here, you guys can come take a look this way. There's a vase that we can break open, and we get more Uzi rounds. We need more Uzi rounds. We need about all the Uzi rounds we can get our hands on. Alright, so this is the room with the harp, so we would need the music scroll in order to play it. We don't have that just yet. And actually, why don't we save our game? Go ahead and run over to the other side. Alright, so we can come over here, and this is going to be where we get our final secret, so we can slide down, and then there's like a little ladder we can jump to. And we can come up here, and then the secret that we want to acquire is over here, so we would do a running jump. And look at that, that's a secret. Okay, so there is a boulder that we spawned right there, but when we step over here, there is going to be a second boulder, so come over here. I want to make sure to get out of the way. Alright, pull that lever. And then that's going to raise the platform. So now go ahead and jump up. If you see the lion, we're going to go into the lion's mouth. Right now it's closed, we can't crawl through there yet. But we're going to get the lion's mouth open to where we can go through there. So we're going to go ahead and run and jump and grab that ledge. Then we are going to climb up through here. Alright, so what we now want to do is do a running jump and pull this rope. Alright, now we can save our game. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and slide backwards. And then we are going to crawl into the lion's mouth. You want to make sure you crawl. Keep the crawl buttons pressed down, because what happens is she'll try to stand up, but then it's like the ceiling, for some odd reason, is too short for her, so basically it just causes her to be pushed out. So keep the crawl button pushed down, and then just crawl. Crawl through it. Alright, now let's climb the rope. We're going to backflip, we're going to land here. And you might notice there's a couple of different doors, so you can go that way, or you can go this way. We don't want to go that way yet. Well, actually, what we might do is we can go ahead and save our game. Yeah, we can go this way. Like, that other room is where you get the Pharaoh's Pillar. If you guys are wondering, come over here. You can step on that, you'll light this on fire, then you can light your torch on fire. Take your torch down here, and we're essentially going to burn wood, opening a hole in the floor. So yeah, just throw your torch down, wait a few seconds, and the floor will be burned. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. There we go, and now we can drop down through. So, you might notice that Lara looks at the floor. Well, she looks at the floor because there's something you don't want to pick up, so she'll train her eyes on it. Now that it's picked up, I guess she still looks at where the scroll was, but we've got what we need, so we can just get out of here. Alright. So now we can come back out this door. We're back in the main hall. So, if you guys look now, I think... yeah, we've pretty much been through all these doors. But essentially, if we want to get back up real quickly, we can just go this way. Alright, so if you guys remember the door we went over here for, this is where we play the harp. So we need to have the music scroll in place. And honestly, playing the harp is really hard, so I would need more than a scroll to be able to play all the chords. I mean, I would need somebody to give me lessons for a while. Alright, so we now did that. So what that did is it opened up a door. Or wait, no, not this door. What am I doing? I went the wrong way. So this will take us to the room with the chain that we need to pull in order to exit to the next level. So go ahead and come over here, pull the chain, and that opens the big set of doors. But we don't want to go through those doors yet because we need the Pharos Pillar. So we need to go ahead and come back this way and collect Pharos Pillar. Alright, so we're going to head back out. We're going to go more or less the long way around. If you guys are curious as to what is through these doors, this takes you back to that room where we opened the floor. So what we can essentially do is I think it's actually safer to maybe come from this way. Maybe you can't. Alright, so we can go through these doors. I'm gonna save real quick because we will spawn a flame ghost in here. Alright, we've saved like 600 times now. So come over here, we're gonna activate the flame ghost, but what you can do real quickly is you can get that trapdoor opened, and you can go ahead and take the ladder down. And then you're back in that room with the pool. So I showed you guys this trapdoor earlier. can sprint, we should be able to make the pool before we know it. Alright, go ahead and come over here. We're going to duck underwater, and we're going to put that flame ghost out. Yeah, I think he should be done. Alright, so now what we want to do is climb back up real quick, and we're going to collect Pharos Pillar. There we go. Okay, so now we just need to get to the Hall of Demetrius. So I'm going to go ahead and climb back down. Alright, this should be the end of the level. Alright guys, please check out some of these links to some of my other videos. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and stay tuned till next time. Thank you.